Okay, it's been a while since I picked up a fishing pole, but one thing I've never done is spearfish. I've actually never bowfished either.
Really? Okay, well, I haven't in that particular bowfish, spearfish, but you know, I have to brag. I did catch that really big king salmon.
8 pounds? Over 8 pounds?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, sounds quite interesting, and in Allegan County this weekend, it's part of an effort to get some fish out of the lakes and keep them free of fish that are threatening our waterways.
That's right. Sean McKinney's here with the Allegan Conservation District to tell us about a carp derby. And, you know, before, you know, people get kind of up in arms sometimes about population control, but this is critical to protecting the ecosystem of the river, isn't it?
Very true. I mean, it's an invasive species that was brought from Europe in the late 1800s, and right now, for example, in Lake Allegan in the Kalamazoo River, common carp are up to 86% of the population, so they dominate the other fish, and there's no natural predators for these invasive common carp that are in Lake Allegan.
So how do you begin to get control of this? What are you asking people to do?
It's a difficult situation. Common carp really live in any water. They can live in clean water, dirty water. In Lake Allegan, for example, the water quality is somewhat poor because of phosphorus introductions as well as PCBs left over from the paper plants in Plainwell. But to really get control of them, either you have to do a harvest, which is kind of what the carp derby is literally a harvest of these carp, or you can go in by different poisoning means where you try and take the carp populations out like that.
But unfortunately, then you may damage some of the other fish, which are trying to encourage the species, those species to grow. We have some pictures here. These are ugly fish. Let me tell you, Sean.
They are.
I had asked Sean, I'm like, do you eat carp?
Just take a look.
I tried it once, right?
I did try it once. They're very oily, and I would almost say they're muddy tasting.
But in Europe, they eat.
In Europe, carp is a main dish. When you get fish and chips in Europe, it's going to be carp a lot of the time.
Really? Yeah, good to know.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I guess it's what you're used to.
Yeah, so. You have to tell us how people can help out, because you're really looking at an army to come out and help you with this.
We are. It's a free fishing weekend in Michigan, so you don't even need to have a fishing license to be out at the carp derby this Saturday. You can come out, you can fish by line, you can spearfish, or you could also use what many folks come out to Lake Allegan Carp Derby use is actually a compound bowl with a retrieving reel, which is a little complex, but for folks that go out and harvest carp on a weekly basis, this is what many folks use. You can actually retrieve the carp, and we can get a lot of carp out of the lake.
Can you see what's the water clarity like?
In Lake Allegan, it depends upon the recent weather. Right now, since it has rained for a couple days, it's pretty clear, but what carp do right now is number one, they're breeding, so they're coming near the females, and number two, they're also sunning themselves because they're coming up from the winter time, and they sit on the surface. So a lot of the times you're able to spear or use an arrow to get them.
So 9 to 5 on Saturday.
9 to 5 on Saturday.
We're be, getting together. And
we'd love to have you guys out.
Are these prizes that people can
Yes, our office, the Allegan Conservation District, we put this event together every year with another nonprofit group, the Kalamazoo TMDL group, and we work with local businesses that give us donations. So everyone that comes out, the youngest kid gets an automatic prize, the oldest gentleman or woman that's out there gets a prize, and as well as biggest fish. So if you
how about that?
You can get a 40-pound carp out of Lake Allegan.
I think they would be thanking you.
But there's prizes for everyone. It's a completely free event, and there's a lot of water quality education about what we're trying to do.
And a great day outside.
Yeah, and it's a great day outside for families. I bring my daughter every year, and it's a great time.
Well, thanks, Sean. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for the work you're doing to keep the waterway protected.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.